Hi guys, welcome back to Granny's Home and Kitchen. So if you think you've seen this video before, you wouldn't be wrong. What happened was I hadn't put a video up in ages because I'm in the middle of a family room makeover. So I decided I would do this recipe because my son's girlfriend brought me some rhubarb and I thought, okay great, I know exactly what I'm going to do with that. However, I waited too long to use the rhubarb and I didn't get as much as I wanted from it and it wasn't the freshest. But I still went ahead and did the video and then discovered that my kids, who are 30, 29 and 25, had eaten some of my white chocolate chips. So I did the recipe and it tasted fine. However, the recipe, it really didn't do the dessert justice. So I decided to make it again, guys. And I made it this morning early. I actually also did another recipe for Irish box tea, which I will be putting up later as well. But I just wanted to give you an opportunity to see the true beauty of this dessert. It is absolutely gorgeous, guys. If you have rhubarb, please try it. You have to absolutely try this recipe. So I'm going to show you now how to make it, guys. So guys, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, that would be amazing. If you could subscribe, even better. So guys, have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Okay guys, I washed the rhubarb, but now I'm wiping it down with paper towel. You won't believe how dirty they were even after washing them. So I wiped them down and then I washed them all again. So now I'm just chopping them up into small pieces and I'm putting them in my pot. I'm going to add sugar and then I'm going to put them on my stovetop and I'm going to cook them. So now you'll be able to see that I actually have almost a pot full. Believe it or not, this came weighed, so there's actually 2 pounds of rhubarb here. Now I'm putting in a cup of sugar, and rhubarb is so tart it needs that bit of sugar, and also we're adding strawberries which also have a tartness, so you may think that's a lot of sugar but actually it was just perfect. Now we're going to make the white chocolate mousse. So it's 375 grams of chocolate, which is about 2 cups of chocolate chips, white chocolate chips, and 500 ml of cream, which is about 2 cups of cream. So I'm pouring in most of the cream, but I'm holding back about 50 ml. And this will go into the chocolate when it goes into the microwave to be melted. So you'll see I'm putting it in there. Now guys, if you've watched my videos before, you'll know I have told you when you're microwaving chocolate, always do it on half power, power number 5, because otherwise it will burn the chocolate. So I'm putting it into the microwave now. And I'm lightly whipping the cream. You don't want it to be whipped cream consistency. The thicker you make it, the heavier the mousse will be. So it should just form nice small peaks. Okay guys, now I've taken the chocolate out of the microwave. You'll see there's a bit of resistance because I didn't want to make it too hot, so I just cooked it for a minute on half power, and now you can see I'm stirring the cream into the chocolate, and there is a bit of resistance there, but you'll see it eventually comes smooth enough. You don't, as I say, you don't want it to be too hot. Now if it does separate, sometimes the milk solids separate and it looks like you've got water in your cream. If that happens, don't worry, just keep stirring it, and you can actually add a little bit more of the whipped cream to it until it comes back together again. So don't throw it out. I made that mistake initially when I started using chocolate for recipes like this, and when it separated I thought, oh my goodness, it's gone off, but it actually comes back together. So don't panic, keep working on it until you bring it back. Now I'm pouring the chocolate into the cream. You can see I'm using a whisk and I am just gently whisking it into the cream. It's not like with a meringue, you don't have to worry about deflating the air, so you know, you don't have to be too gentle with it, but you can see now that it has hit the cream how easy it is to mix. So I'm adding it, I think, in 3 stages here, and mix it through. You will see the colour starting to change. It will go a cream, but it won't pick up here unfortunately on the video. And there is, I believe, my last piece going in, and I'm whipping that through. So that basically is your mousse, guys. That's how simple it is. Now it does need to be refrigerated, of course, so that it sets. Okay, so now I'm preparing my strawberries, and I have washed them, and now I'm just going to cut them into quarters, and these will be layered with the rhubarb. Okay guys, so now my rhubarb has cooked and it has cooled down. So I just cooked it very slow, guys. If you cook it on high, you run the chance of burning it. So I started it off at like a medium to high until it got warm, and then I turned it down between a medium and a low, and I just let it stew away. So it's just slightly warm, so it's not going to affect the mousse. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of rhubarb. So just spread that out on the bottom. So now we're going to add our lady fingers. So we're going to layer them. And then I'm going to just put a layer of the white chocolate mousse. So that's our, oh, don't mind the mess guys, sorry. That's going to be our base of this and this. So now we're going to start layering with the strawberries as well. So again, we're going to start with, we're going to do a layer of our ladyfingers. A layer of rhubarb. Strawberries, and a layer of mousse. Now we have a layer. Okay, now you continue with the layering, so you'll actually just fit one more layer. So you're going to put another layer of ladyfingers, you're going to put in the rest of the rhubarb, and then you're going to add your strawberries and top it off with your white mousse. So you can see this, you know, there's quite a lot. There's a lot of dessert here. If we're having a dinner party, there certainly would be plenty to go around. Okay guys, so there's our layered trifle. Now I'm just going to put a lid on. I'm lucky my trifle bowl came with this lid. If it doesn't have a lid, you can just use cling film or tin foil or saran wrap, as we say here. And I'm going to put that in the fridge now for a couple of hours. Like ideally you could make this overnight and you'd have it ready the next day, but last night I was just too tired to make it, so it's only 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to put it in and it'll be ready for dinner this evening. Okay guys, now I'm going to just dress the top of the trifle. You don't have to add anything else to it. Oops. Uh-oh. Okay, I gotta scrape that off. Sorry, I think it was just a little too full. I'm just going to spread that back over. You can see now that the mousse is set. I'm just going to whip up some cream with a little bit of sugar, only a little bit. It was just, I had it actually left in another container, so just a little bit of cream. Now I'm just going to spoon some cream down into the corner. Now this is, I'm just going to pipe some rosettes there, nice one in the middle. As you can see, this is not my forte. I'll just put this strawberry here. Okay, you don't have to do this, but if you like, then you can just drizzle some milk chocolate over it for the added. We love chocolate in this house. Okay guys, so there we have our strawberry and rhubarb trifle with white chocolate mousse.